on this episode of Code 20. Yeah, suspect's in custody at the gas station. I'm going to be going for that structure response. Alrighty, LAPD, they just had a shooting call. God, that happened quick. Can we go... Ooh, I don't know if we can go southbound from here. We might have to... turn around, I think, actually. Sorry, let me navigate, communicate, update. Right. All right. LAPD had a shooting suspect right there at the initial call came in at 1452 West 20th. Suspects were taken into custody very quickly. CHP was there. They backed them up. So cool. We do have a structure response though. 1825 West 52nd Street, and we're going to be diverting to that. Gabe's heading to an interesting call right now, actually, at the Grove. There's two stories going on. Whoa, where'd you come from? Came out of nowhere, sir. Mr. Blindspot murder. There's two calls going on right now that are kind of interesting. We have let's start with Keith's call, up in the valley. I don't have too many details right now outside of what he's got. It's near the intersection of Ranchito and Runnymede in LAPD's Van Nuys division, in the valley, obviously. They've got a situation where a family pit bull apparently bit/mauled up to 4 victims, all family members, it sounds like. Really scary stuff. Okay, they're saying enter off the alley. I copy. They said, hang on. Okay, hang on. Okay. All right, I copy 66 is size up. They got no evidence of fire. 455 is going to be canceling southbound 110 at King. So yeah, Keith's call. Pretty scary stuff. Family pit bull biting a bunch of people. I mean, scary stuff. They asked for like 5 RAs. They ended up canceling some resources, but still pretty horrific ordeal for that family to go through tonight. Keith's got the video. Alex, if we could, let's roll the tape.
66, what's your... Known as Broadway.
So back here with us now, that's what Keith's got up in the valley. We're canceling off of that fire, but let's now head over to the Grove. Gabe is over at the Grove. He's got a kind of a weird story, the way this came out. We don't have too many details. Once we get an update, I will obviously update you guys. And as always, if you want to see the final story on what goes on all these adventures that we that you guys are joining us on, you can go over to keynews.tv under publication or check your local news stations. But For right now, all we know is we have a 20-year-old female. Let me check the notes on the call just so I don't get it wrong. 20-year-old female victim.
We were zoning in now, and instead of continuing north on Fairfax, we took Washington eastbound.
Okay. What the heck? Gabe's getting lost going to the Grove, it sounds like. So yeah, it's a suspicious death at the Grove, which is a really popular spot. If you're not from LA, there's a whole bunch of restaurants there. They've got a farmer's market. It's a really wonderful spot, actually. I ride my motorcycle there fairly often, so very cool spot. Movie theaters, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, they're saying there's a suspicious death, a 20-year-old woman deceased near the valet. So not quite sure what the details are. It came through kind of weird, the information right now, so I want to get that confirmed, but let's go over and take a look. Gabe hasn't gotten there yet, but I'm sure he'll have some video. Let's take a look at what he has so far, and once he comes up with an update, we'll let you guys know if there's any follow-up to that. But as of right now, just a suspicious death. No other information at the Grove. Alex, let's go over there and check it out. We were going to get off. Oh, yeah, we are going to get off here. Okay, we're heading to a reported shooting with a victim down, 3815 Union Pacific. It's an industrial area. Obviously, the namesake, Union Pacific, would suggest that there are trains over here. There used to be an exit here. Where did my exit go? It's gone. The Calzona exit is no longer. How weird is that? Yo, it's gone. Why? I guess because it goes into residential? Let's see if Dittman, if we can get off at Dittman. Wow, that's so weird. I mean, I don't know. That exit's been there for a long time, though. Very sharp turn, just like this one. Almost a right angle here off the freeway. You know, we don't get a lot of crashes there, surprisingly. And then the psychic business right there at the end of the freeway. Imagine a car flying through that thing. That would be horrible. That's so weird they closed it. We should, when we go back up, we'll go over to Calzona and see if it's on to go southbound. But either way, we're showing up here. Obviously, the namesake of the street, Union Pacific, is because this is right next to the rail yard. This is the Union Pacific, or now it's BNSF. So there's a BNSF yard and the Union Pacific yard here. Sorry, BNSF is for the intermodal. Gabe would correct me on this, I'm sure. And then Union Pacific looks like just a yard here. You can see all the tracks. It's pretty cool. UP Los Angeles. So yeah, Union Pacific, you can hear the sirens. There's a fire truck behind me, and I assume PD is responding as well. But this was a call for a transient that was, there's a George unit. Code 6 here already. A Taurus, of all things. Check that out. Sounds like FD's going to stage behind us. Oh, it's a 459 in progress. Ooh. Let's go. Let's go across the street. They're saying it's a burglary in progress. There's a bunch of gang units here, so let's listen before we. Actually, let's turn around. That's what we should do. .45 David's code 6 at the ambulance shooting. LAPD now stating it's a 459 in progress. I'll be standing by for additional info, but I am code 6. So now they're saying it's a. Yeah, potentially.
4-4, verify. and suspects close to the location.
So they're saying, and again, 2 George units are here. They were probably in the area. This is definitely a gang area. Fire staged down the street, right in front of us.
4 George 2, 4 George 2, come in.
And 4 George 2, that's the unit, the guys that we're looking at right here.
2 for 40 verified, that's 4.9 in progress, and the suspect is at the location.
Ooh, this could get a little interesting.
4 George 2, from the information we're gathering now, seems like it's going to be a 459. As of now.
Okay, go ahead with your 28.
Okay, you're not really confirming what she asked.
The suspect on the line.
The suspect is calling 911 though. The suspect who's in the... He might be under the influence or suffering from mental illness though, but... This might get...
Roger, can you have him step outside and speak to us?
Can you come outside and talk to us? Let's see. It's this house right here. Not the corner building, but where that second unit in. You see where the flashlight is, where the officer is with the flashlight? It sounds like the subject slash suspect slash victim, because he's saying he's been shot, is inside there, and they said he was arguing with somebody, but we'll see here in a second. But this looks kind of interesting. And I don't want to just jump out and get into the fray because this could very well be a false call. And we haven't heard them make contact with anybody. They haven't cleared FD to enter. There's no update on this. We don't even know 100% if somebody's actually in there. The witnesses here are suggesting that clearly, but we're just going to hold tight. Let's see how this goes down. We want to listen more than we want to act.
Minus 143, 15, you need to stick Avenue. 4 George 2, is it clear for the already answer?
They might cancel them right now. We're going to find out. If they cancel them, then it's...
4 George 2, repeat.
Is it clear for FD to enter?
Is it clear for the RA to enter? Roger.
Oh, they're clearing him to enter. All right, maybe he was shot. All right, let's check it out. They cleared him to enter, and they got 1 in custody. Looks like they're going to transport, but they didn't say, they could say it now. Well, no, because fire's here, they won't say it, but they didn't say victim suffering from a gunshot wound or anything like that. This could be a mental health thing. Our suspect slash victim is standing and cuffs up against the wall here. I don't see any blood from here, but once they pull him out, we'll get a better look at him. The suggestion of all the George units definitely suggests that this is there's probably a little more to it, and not in a good way, at least for us as far as the news is concerned. Taurus looks good in black and white, huh? Very cool. They're canceling FD. Alrighty. Alrighty. If they're canceling FD, he's over there rattling on. Not a news story. We'll try and get some information from LAPD. I'm not seeing a supervisor here, so we'll see what these guys say. But he looks like he's on something. Not to be rude, just kind of has that vibe. So, alrighty, we'll be taking off. Hey, boss. Is this anything or just 5150?
Possibly, yeah.
Alrighty.
No one was shot.
Okay. Because when he said he was inside talking to somebody, there's nobody in there. Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. No. It's it's all good. Thank you. Alrighty. Per the officer just now, one of the George unit officers. The George guys are always super cool. I don't know why that is, but they're always really, really nice to us and very forthcoming with information, which again is all we're looking for. We just want to know if it's BS or not. He was saying it's probably a 5150, so it's going to be a mental health thing. Not a news story, sounded interesting, but again, we have to check it out, make sure it's not what we initially thought it was, I guess. Is that the best way to put it? Yeah. Alrighty. Kind of cool down here. Gabe would be jealous that we're here, right? He saw the street name, Union Pacific. He's like, why didn't I get that call? Alrighty, we'll leave them to it. We're gonna be on to the next one. So now that we cleared this, I want to talk about something that happened early last night, or early this morning, because it's 11:40, so it's still the same day. Yesterday, which is correct, Gabriel shot the Starlink launch, as he always does. Beautiful footage. And now with the time change, they've been launching at 7:30, and the way that the sun has just set over the crest of the horizon of the Earth is giving us these beautiful, beautiful launches, because the sun, obviously, as the sun's going down on the curve, the sun is getting higher in the sky, lighting up things that are high up. And we're in the dark, so we're getting these beautiful visuals of the rocket launches out of Vandenberg. SpaceX obviously being the one that we're seeing a lot of recently. Before I get into what happened, let's take a look at Gabe's beautiful footage again of the Starlink launch out of Vandenberg. Let's take a look. So as always, Gabe gets just fantastic footage. If you guys have been watching the channel for any amount of time, you've seen, I'm sure, your fair share of them. Weirdly enough, though, on the radio at about 2 in the morning this morning, guys started coming up on the radio going, hey, there's something falling out of the sky. What is going on? An amazing visual of some type of satellite debris space debris breaking up in the atmosphere over Southern California. It could be seen for miles and miles and miles in all directions over Los Angeles. There was a bunch of video taken of it. The guys, we were underneath the overpass. They were out in the open. They saw it. They grabbed their cell phones, grabbed their cameras, and got some really incredible shots of it. As of today, what Gabe wrote, I'll just read you what he wrote. It's unclear if the space debris was related to the SpaceX Falcon 9 launch Monday evening, which was the one that he shot that evening, yesterday evening, because this happened in the morning. From Vandenberg Space Force Base, I love that. Around 7:30 p.m., footage captured from Lancaster and Pomona. So Randy, Iad, and Anthony Cheval all got footage of this, and really, really beautiful stuff. So Alex, let's again, we think it's SpaceX right now, but I'm sure there'll be more information by the time this comes out. We'll post a link to the story as we always do. Alex, let's take a look at that space debris coming down over LA. All right, we're going to be clear. We're going to be staging back up, monitoring the radios, and we are going to be on to, as you guessed it, the next one. Looks like we have a flight signal. This might be a hit and run vehicle versus pedestrian is what we're seeing, but we'll find out. All right, let's see what we got here. So the call, we have the call as a vehicle versus pedestrian, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's a scooter. There's like a small motorcycle down in the roadway. Looks like a scooter or a pocket bike or similar. But Long Beach PD is here. They have tape up, and fire just cleared. Hi. We're not 100% sure. Call came out as a vehicle versus a pedestrian, but there's a scooter in the roadway. Versus? Yes, correct. But I see there's a scooter up there, so I'm not sure if that's accurate. So we don't have much. There's a sergeant there. If you ask him, he might be able to tell you.
Sound like a fair match.
What's that?
You sound like a fair match.
What's that? Oh, vehicle versus pedestrian? No, not a fair match. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Usually the car wins. I don't see any other car around. I only see the scooter. It looks like they took our. Looks like they took our rider. The fact that they have tape up, though, usually indicative of some form of foul play. Usually. We'll get a couple more shots. We'll go talk with the sergeant. Again, we're in Long Beach. Different departments, different agencies in the state have different policies on media. It's very wide range, anything from LAPD, where you can talk to, like you saw earlier, a George unit officer, they'll tell you what's going on, or here in Long Beach, or other agencies where they won't necessarily give you a lot of information. So hopefully they tell us if it's a hit and run. That would definitely help us out, help tell the story. But the presence of crime scene tape is definitely indicative of some type of foul play. So, alrighty, let's chat with the supervisor and see what he has to say. I'm going to talk to the sergeant really quick, and then I'll let you know what we got. How's it going, sir? Question for you.
Sure.
You had it as an auto pet. Obviously, it's not that. There's a scooter involved. Is it a hit and run or anything like that, or no? Just
single scooter accident.
Gotcha. Okay, then not a news story. All right, we'll be out of here.
All right. Hopefully something better comes up.
It's been slow, so yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Per the sergeant, it's a solo vehicle accident involving a motorcycle. Not a news story. We're going to be out of here. On to the next one. No, if you go past it, you might get stuck. There is a collector road on the side also. I'm gonna get off at 40. I'm gonna get off at 43. Actually, no, hang on. It's gonna be further up. It's closer to 52.
Said he's coming back to the bus stop.
536, let me see if I can find a spot for you. There's somebody standing on the center divider with a flashlight back there. That's crazy. All right, they're trying to make access. There's a park right there. Gabe's back on the opposite side. I don't think they're going to close the freeway, though.
AFD broke their neck looking at a Jack taking off.
in the Cybertruck, that's good. So this is southbound 110 from between Avenue 52 and Avenue 43. CHP is getting off right here ahead of us, but you can see how tight the exits are. We have a traffic collision with possible...
Where are you at? I've got CHP behind me, and he's gaining.
They're going southbound right now. They're shutting that down. I'm looking for another spot for you here on the Figueroa side. I'm trying to see if I can find access. But if you go southbound, you might get stuck over there because you only have 3 lanes. There's no shoulder. So we'll see what we can do for Gabe here. Hello, why is this not moving? Oh, That was weird. It got stuck in the directional mode. They're saying it's an ejection crash.
Really wasn't driving fast enough for him.
I don't know. I don't think it's a. I don't think it is, but again, we want to get over there. That's the biggest thing.
And then on Holman frequency for an ambulance 211 just occurred. 4200 Lowell Avenue.
If it is an ejection crash, then
It looks like on the map there's a little road right next to where the TC is.
yes, that is correct, Jack.
The park and the community center there.
Yeah.
Possibly. Kind of looked like a fatal the way they're kind of walking around.
Yeah, it had that vibe. The 110 in the avenues is tough, though. It's always tough up here. It's not quite down to 43.
I think in the park right here, you can probably walk. Oh yeah, it's right here. On the left side of this park.
See if you can access it from there. 467. I'll check the next dead end over here. I don't know if we can jump through the sound wall. Usually there's doors on the sound walls where you can gain access. What do you say? Ah. Let me see how far. Oh, hang on. Hey guys, I got access here. Dead end, Figueroa, East Avenue 45. East Avenue 45 at the dead end is going to be your best access. 536. All right, let's do it. Actually, let's turn around.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they said 1124 or 1144.
Yeah, I copied. Let me. I'm going to flip around here and double check, triple check. But yeah, this is gonna be our best spot here. I think East Avenue 45. There's a hole in the fence.
All
right, let's go take a look. Ready? Yeah, there's a path that goes all the way down.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When was the last time you were on code 20, by the way?
Oh shit, I'm on code 20. I thought I was on code 19. Fuck.
It's right there. You want to walk down, or what do you want to do?
Let's take a walk.
Well, no, grab your camera. If we're walking down there, get your camera. What do you... Come on.
Well, I would shoot, but I don't have a camera anymore.
What happened to your camera?
What's that? Is that a witness?
They're putting the flares out.
That was a fast cleanup. I've never seen it clean that quick.
I don't walk much, I'm winded.
So the call was basically ejection, guy in the freeway?
Yeah, it said multiple vehicles blocking the lane.
Okay.
Then it was a vehicle on its side with a party laying down in lanes.
Well, dude, I'm standing here in the frickin' CHP. They're going 40 miles an hour with the car.
Did you see the chippy shooting?
Oh, there was a guy in it? No way.
I swear.
I put video on my story just now. I was standing here and just like flying by with just sparks flying. It was great. going to be an ambulance shooting, so I know we say that a lot here on Code 20. That means that an ambulance is responding on the call on the initial dispatch. That's what that means. Doesn't mean that an ambulance was shot, thankfully. That would be horrible. It's at Rinaldi Shoshone. I think it's Shoshone. They're saying Shoshone. They're saying the victim is on Rinaldi. We're here before the cops and the fire department, so I'm a little concerned about that. There's a car over there with its door open. I think that's going to be our victim. We are going to park back a little further because I assume they're going to set up the crime scene right across from pole to pole. That would be my assumption. But the car with the door open. 45 is code 6, standing by for PD. I've got a white sedan with the passenger door open, the lights on in the car. I think that's going to be my victim vehicle. I'm pre-arrival before FD and PD. I'm going to be standing by 1 block
1235 west.
east. All right, fires behind us. We have 1 unit that just rolled up, and then we've got a 2nd unit coming behind him. Again, my assumption is that this whole area is going to be a crime scene, so we're trying to park in the best spot that we can. Fire's going to stage until they cleared him to enter, so we've got ample time on this. All right, we've got a body on the ground on the at the passenger door. There's a young man over here, maybe even a teenager. I think he was doing CPR. There might be an officer down there doing CPR right now because I can see the victim's body moving under the car. Oh, there's another guy doing CPR. Yeah. Blood on the door. Looks like bullet hole, actually. Got it. All right. Bullet hole on the passenger side door. There were two, it looks like, two younger gentlemen here, one without a shirt. I'm assuming he took his shirt off to try and help stop the bleeding. We have our victim who is down. I think they still have CPR in progress at this point, but definite shooting into the car. Why is this so bright? Jeez. Gabe said it probably wouldn't be legitimate because there's really nothing around here. If you look, I mean, it's commercial buildings. There is some residential that way, and these guys are parked in front of houses. But the... What's that?
Road rage?
I mean, bullet hole in the door today, definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility, for sure. For sure. So they might be pronouncing. We'll see if they transport. They're touching that car like crazy too. Oh yeah, they're transporting. All right. Well, that's good for that guy or girl. Hopefully they make it, but usually not a good sign. putting tape, possibly going across, yeah. Yeah, it looks like the officer across is asking for units to stop traffic before he puts the tape across, but here, let's get the RA rolling out. They're setting up tape. Let's see if we can get another shot of that bullet hole in the door. But yeah, pretty not a great situation for that poor person. CPR in progress is never a good thing. Yeah. Really, always a sad situation when you see that, because you know things are not good for that person. Let's get a shot of that. Where are you going, boss?
You get it.
Thank you, sir. They're never paying attention, are they?
What's that, sir?
The drivers are never paying attention.
No. Thinking about getting home.
Unit 44 suspect there now, forward up Holman, the 7-11 parking lot to Holman and the Great Eastbound will direct to the suspect, cause panic. 50 to 55 years, 5-4, 44 shows 17 NRV.
Be careful with the fire trucks, because they'll take the tape, they'll take your camera. They do not care. The tape is very strong, so when it sticks onto one of the trucks, it'll just go. If you talk to the officers over here, they'll be able to help you guys. You're welcome. Yeah, I hope it's not their kid.
Do you have any idea of what has taken place? We're the parents of one of the...
I figured. All we know right now is that there was a shooting. We're not sure where it happened. We just know, I mean, the two children, they're with you guys, right? Okay. There was a third male that was on the ground they were doing CPR on, and then LAFD took him to a local hospital. So the nearest trauma center, okay, what's the trauma center over here? What is it?
Holy Cross.
Holy Cross, that's it, yeah. So they probably went to Holy Cross. There's a bullet hole in the door of that white car on the passenger side, and that's all we have so far. Yeah, I'm sorry that you guys, I can't imagine what you're going through right now. But your kid's okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he was the driver.
Okay. Was it a road rage thing? Did they say? No, just our friend's been shot, come here now? Wow. All right, well, I'm glad they're okay, but their friend, CPR is not a good sign.
Oh.
So, yeah. Yeah, if we hear anything else, we'll let you guys know.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Yep.
Where are you guys from?
We're with Key News, but it's CBS, NBC, Fox, all the local stations. parents of the driver of the vehicle just showed up. They're here behind me to my right, just out of frame. They got a phone call. Again, Tay and I were just talking about this. Getting a call from your son or daughter, any relative for that matter, saying that they've been involved in an incident like this. I mean, it's words can't describe how terrifying of a situation that is. They're here, they're waiting for more information. This appears to be a road rage type situation, considering the bullet holes on the right side and they are pulled up on the curb. However, it could have been a walk-up shooting, it could be an attempted robbery. As of right now, we don't have that information. We're gonna go and feed, make a few calls, see if we can get some additional details on this. We'll see if we can get some additional details. And it looks like they're taping all the way across. So we're gonna be getting out of here, and we'll be on to the next one.